Alright, welcome back to another Black Ops 7 video. This one's going to be a little different from the videos I've been posting on my channel recently. I'm just going to let this full gameplay run in the background as we talk about a few things. But before we get started, I just want to say I've been a fan of Call of Duty for, over half my life, probably 10 years plus at this point, and I probably always will be a fan of them. But fuck Activision. Like these guys lie about everything. They spin words, they use certain sentences so that they have more room to, do things behind the scenes without you worrying too much. For example, in the open beta for Black Ops 7, they introduced open matchmaking, which is supposed to be no skill-based matchmaking so that anyone you play with could be of any skill level. Like you just get thrown into a lobby. You could play against the best players, you could play against the worst players. You're not always being put against the people that are around your skill level. So it's just random. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what feels better. But when the game was released, the open matchmaking felt nothing like the beta. Everyone was complaining that the lobbies were sweatier, which for me personally, it was very sweaty. Like my lobbies have been crazy. I have to actually try every game or else I don't do well. I have to be using regular guns. I can barely snipe because these guys are just jumping off the wall, sliding into me, just using the best guns in the game. Like, if you play the game, you know what I mean. But anyways, they lie. They said it was gonna be better this year. They said they're gonna minimalize the sweatiness, the skill-based matchmaking, but it's just not the case. It doesn't seem like it is at all. The open matchmaking has been a mess. I was playing last night with my cousin, and he said that my lobbies were sweatier than his. And how is that possible if it's open matchmaking? But the thing is, they put skill is minimally considered. Skill is minimally considered in the open matchmaking. So it's not no skill-based matchmaking. It's still there. But how much does minimally considered mean? They could make that whatever they wanted to behind the scenes if they want. Like they can just change it however. So that's one of the main problems this game is facing right now. Everyone was promised this casual gameplay. If you're a good player, you should be able to play against worse players majority of the time. But that's not the case. There's lots of good players too. Everyone and their mother is good at Call of Duty these days. Everyone's sweating, so maybe that's why open matchmaking is like this. Who knows? But from my experience with no skill-based matchmaking, it's usually easier than this. Like over on Battlefield 6, Battlefield 6 is very, very easy most of the time because there's no skill-based matchmaking. It it's also more players, so it's hard to compare the two. 32v32 over on Battlefield, you're most likely going to end up with some pretty bad players on each team. So it does make a difference. Um, yeah, it's a big controversy about which first person shooter is better. But in my opinion, it's hard to compare the two, Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7, because of how different they actually are. Like on Battlefield, the gunplay is different. Not every gun's a hit scan, or no gun's a hit scan like on Call of Duty, but the way you play on Battlefield is different. You have to be aware of tanks. You're playing more as a team. But we're on Call of Duty, you could play by yourself and, carry your team with kills, just farm the objectives. It's it's pretty easy to do that on Call of Duty. if you have a good lobby. But yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention was the fact that ranked play is not coming out until season 2 this year. Why is it that they're holding the best game mode for that long? Like, why am I waiting 4 months for a game mode that I play all the time? I mean, yeah, pub stomping, going into pubs, just like fragging out, getting a bunch of kills. That's fun, but ranking up and ranked, playing against people that are actually good at the game, you're playing competitively, you want to win, you're working with your team. That's what makes Call of Duty fun for me. Not just running around farming XP, leveling up guns. I don't really care about that as much, but it is what it is, I guess. Also, the guns are pretty good. Like, I've enjoyed using a pretty good variety of weapons. Like, two or three of the SMGs are insane. Two or three of the ARs, even four, honestly, with the 3-round bursts. Could be the most broken gun in the game. I can't wait to level it up. The sniper is really clean. It's a remake from Black Ops 2, the DSR. That thing is insane. I mean, there's a very good variety of weapons, and the gameplay feels nice. So everything's smooth. It just depends on if they go back on their word or if they actually listen to what the community wants and what the players want. If they don't do that, then I feel like Call of Duty might be in trouble as a franchise because so many people enjoy this game and enjoy the games that they make, but the things that they do are just very questionable. You can just tell they're all selfish and greedy. They just want money. They don't really care about your experience playing the game, which is a big deal. I mean, your game is going to be a lot better if you listen to the people that play it. You make it a better experience overall. But if they're not interested in doing that, then I guess it is what it is, and we're stuck with what we get. But this year, as someone who enjoys Call of Duty and really enjoyed Black Ops 6, it's a pretty decent game. I probably will be playing some zombies at some point. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do to make that an interesting video, but I guess we'll wait and see when I play some and go from there. I'll probably play some Search and Destroy with the boys, like getting some high kill games, some close wins, see some shit talking. I almost forgot to mention the new maps. The new maps they've added in Black Ops 7 have been pretty great in my experience. Like, I don't think I've played a single map that is new that's actually pretty bad. Like, there's some, I think one of them is called Forge. I think Forge is the one with the thing that spins around in the middle of the map. If you know what I'm talking about, that map's kind of mid, but the rest of them, like Scar, Exposure, Blackheart, these are all new maps that they've added this year, and they're actually really good. They play really well in 6v6. They're 3-lane maps. They have a good environment. I don't know. I have no complaints about the new maps they've added. It's definitely better than last year's new maps. So that's another bonus. I think that's about everything I wanted to get off my chest here on this video. I've been yapping for about 9.5 minutes now. Um, Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay in the back. Hopefully you agree with my opinion on the game and Activision overall. I mean, there's always this giant argument about Call of Duty versus Battlefield. I don't really think it's that big of a comparison. Like, yeah, they're both first person shooters, but they're very different games. It's kind of like comparing Call of Duty to Overwatch, something that's also first person. That's like very, very different. You can't even put it in the same category. They're not the same type of game, even though they're both first person. So, with that being said, I really appreciate you guys sticking around to watch this video. If you liked the video, drop a like. If you have something to say, leave a comment. And if you're new here, subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time.